Fox asks, thoughts on the Thunderbolts lineup. Is there anyone you would have liked to have seen be included in the team that wasn't? Okie dokie. So I have no connection to the Thunderbolts. This is a team that isn't as well known as even the Suicide Squad was prior to the Suicide Squad film. It's obviously not as famous as the Avengers. It's just kind of one of those other teams that is in the Marvel canon, that when you have a Marvel Cinematic Universe and you have a lot of these anti-heroes, reformed villains, flawed people with superpowers that don't really belong on the Avengers, it's a nice junk drawer that you can make a movie out of that will probably be a lot of fun to just kind of mash a group of people together. That's a different type of thing. Obviously, since there have been 2 Suicide Squad movies in the last 10 years, draws obvious comparisons to that. But doing Marvel's version of that, cool. I have no vested interest. I've never read a Thunderbolts comic to be able to give any comic accuracy to it. So I look at that lineup, and my only big takeaway was like, well, where's Zemo? I'm sure Zemo's in the movie. So why isn't Zemo in the lineup? He's the most obvious reformed villain of sorts that would be a Thunderbolt. Where's that guy? Shouldn't he be in there? Or maybe where's Abomination? Thunderbolt Ross invented Abomination. He created him. And obviously we're bringing Abomination back and doing stuff with him. So is Abomination in the movie? Those are the 2 where I go, where are they at? I'm sure Zemo's in the movie. I don't know if Abomination is in there. And if he's not, that's weird. That's weird. So what do I think of the actual people that they put up on there? When I saw that graphic, I got a little bit excited because it was just like, oh, good. We are going to get to see more of Red Guardian. We are going to get to see more of Florence Pugh. And some of these people that were just kind of one-offs up to this point in time, we're going to get to see more of them. Not terribly surprising because Elaine Bennis showed up a couple of different times to recruit people for something. Clearly that was heading somewhere. Kevin Feige doesn't just throw things in that randomly, and he's certainly going to do 2 of them if it's not going somewhere. So not surprising that they're coming back and that they're doing this. We've kind of known for a little bit, but I'm down for it. And a bunch of people hated U.S. Agent. I didn't have any problem with John Walker, the U.S. Agent. It obviously has flaws as a character, but that was kind of what's interesting about him is what if someone that isn't as noble as Steve Rogers is a more typical alpha male soldier, the guy that Tommy Lee Jones wanted to give the formula to back in, Captain America: The First Avenger. What if you'd given it to that guy? What would have happened? And now we saw that has consequences. That I think that's fun. I think that's kind of interesting. I think Florence Pugh is just so charming, fun to watch on screen. Same with David Harbour. So I look at the lineup and I go, that looks like a fun movie to me. I have no ties to the comics, care about any of that, being purity or anything. But do I look at that set of actors teaming up and forming the ragtag group and go, that'll probably be fun? Yeah, I do. So I hope Abomination shows up in there as our weird other version of Hulk. I hope Zemo's in there. It would be very weird if Zemo wasn't in there. But I don't have sky high expectations. I think it'll be a fun movie. That's about it. That's when I see Thunderbolts. What do I think? That'll probably be a fun movie.